Backpacking Central here, and these are my 10 essentials. Starting off with the Mac, this is the Space Gray MacBook Pro. This is a 2016. I'll throw up the specs on the screen. I use this for video editing, and when I want a bigger screen, that's not my phone. I used to have an iPad, but I didn't use that as much as I'd like, so I just have a phone and a Mac. Next one is my AirPods. These are the AirPods 2nd gen. They still have the Lightning, which is the one thing I'm not a fan of. But these are great. I use them constantly. They sync, the audio syncs perfectly from the video you're watching and then through the headphones. So these are great. Moving on to the next one. This is an Anker battery. I think it's 5,000 milliamps. I'll have a link below. But with my case, it's MagSafe compatible even without a case. It's also compatible. It magnets right on and charges my phone a good amount. I don't always use this, either when I forget to charge or I'm using my phone a lot that day. But this is a great accessory to your phone, and they have several colors. Next is my Apple TV. I have the Apple TV 4K 2nd gen, so I don't believe that's the newest one. I think it's a year or so old. I got it because it's the first one with this remote, the touchpad remote. I'm not a huge fan of. I like the physical buttons. This can also be a touch, but I turned it off. But this is a great, I use Apple TV every day. You can load apps into it. You can play games if you want. You can play music through the TV. You can control it through your phone, so you don't always have to have the remote. As you can see here, this is a case with an AirTag in it. The AirTag's in the back here. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. So when, especially having kids, throwing this thing around, it gets thrown around, it's dropped in between the couch. You don't always know where it is, so having an AirTag on it helps ping it and helps you find it. And if you can't, another reason why I like the Apple TV is you can just use your phone. Transitioning into the next item is the AirTag. I have these everywhere. I have them in the car, I have them in my backpack, on my keys, wallet. I have like 15 of these things. And now with iOS 17 or 16, I'm not sure which one it was, you can share AirTags with other people. So you don't have to have, if you have a couple people, you and your wife, or you and your friend, or you and your family, have one AirTag that you use or want to keep track of. You can share it, and you don't have to buy 2 AirTags, which is great. Both of these I actually got on eBay. AirTags are great deals on eBay. You don't have to spend the $20 or $25, whatever they are, as well as the Apple TV. People just upgrading, getting a new one, and they're selling their Apple TV. Next is a flashlight. This is the Olight i5T EOS. Not sure the lumens. I'll throw it up on the screen. This is a great little flashlight. It takes AA battery, which is nice and easy to swap out. You have a night mode, or a lower setting, and then a brighter setting. You hold it and then you hold it again, and you can also click it on if you want. Some people like the magnet tops, which yes are nice, but I like this. You always know where the button is. These are great to have. I have this in my bag all the time. Olight's a great company. They've lasted me well, and I have several of them, and I highly recommend that. In the similar vein, just a small little pocket knife. This is part of a bigger kit. I don't even know. This is Appalachian Trail. I don't even know where I got this, but this is just a small little knife used for cutting open packages, cutting zip ties, or just random stuff. This is great to have in a bag, in your pocket, wherever you want. Going into probably the most important out of all of this is the phone. This is a 15 Pro Max. Great phone, great camera. I use the camera often. Thousands of pictures. It helps me stay organized and on task. You have timers and clock and apps and messages and internet, and definitely can't live without that. There's all my stuff runs through that. Table isn't big enough for what this goes to completely, but this is my drone controller. This is to my Mavic 3, just off camera. This thing is great. You can get paid to fly these things. Great quality, not super big. They compact and they fold up and compact to about this big. I have it in a hard case. I take it not everywhere, but enough places for it to be on this table. It's a great drone. You know, you can, if you're in emergency scenarios, you can use, you know, that if you need to, but just for taking pictures and just making, you know, excellent pictures and videos, that is a great tool with many uses. And there are different levels, you know, in terms of investment on how much you want to spend and what you want to do, you know, with drones in general. Last but not least, you have the 511 Tactical 518. Or Covert 18 is what it's called. They have a newer version that I don't have. I don't think you can actually buy this new still. But this is where I keep the rest of the stuff, the rest of my essentials in here, as well as most of this stuff that I've shown you. If you want to go check out a more in-depth, detailed review of that bag specifically, and some of the stuff I held in it then, you can go check it out here. But that is my 10 essentials.